hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality. While listening, you'll be exposed to inspiring, empowering, and unifying perspectives that I'm highly confident will yield stellar results in your life if you opt to try them on for size. Also, at optimistic.tv, we have officially begun releasing the first few episodes of our new late-night style, consciousness-elevating video variety talk show, Optimistic, which features live visionary art, soul share interviews, retreat guests here at the Mystic Manor, as well as live musical performances. I'm also super excited to announce that we are currently making plans to release the rest of Season 1 on my personal favorite online streaming service. So stay tuned to optimistic.tv to follow the unfolding development of this exciting Optimistic expansion, as we'll be posting more info and release dates there soon. And in the meantime, be sure to check out, of course, the first few episodes at optimistic.tv as well.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us today. Samantha and I are back together again. I feel like singing a show tune with that. Yeah. We've missed each other so it feels really good to be back today. And I'm speaking of our topic today, I'm very grateful for it. And gratitude today is going to be our topic. It came to me this morning in meditation. And so when they tell me what to talk about, that's what we talk about. Right, Sam?
That's right. Yep. I'm a yes.
So you guys, we're just going to start with, actually, I transcribed the message that came through when they told me to talk about this topic. So I'm going to read it real quick and then we'll chat. So the topic today shall be gratitude in all things, and especially during these times. This is all happening for you. When you are grateful, you will move forward faster into a more preferable timeline. Gratitude for every single circumstance, for every opportunity for learning and growth. Gratitude for the truth that is being revealed. Gratitude for the awakening process happening within so many. Gratitude for heightened emotions. Gratitude for the polarizations. Gratitude for the choices being made. Gratitude for your own awareness. And gratitude for your ability to remember to stay heart-centered, or to remind yourself when you get out of alignment. Gratitude in all things. Nice and simple.
That is really beautiful.
They have a way.
Yeah, it hits. It definitely lands. It definitely lands. What is that? What came up for you when that was channeled through you?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's been hard for me. Like this, when I get into meditation and let this channel come through, it's like the one time throughout the day that I'm super centered in this vibration, right? And then I go about my day and I get on Thoughtbook or YouTube and I go down the rabbit hole of all of the doings, let's call it, all of the things being talked about. And yeah, and so I let myself get a little out of whack here and there. And so it's a really good reminder that when I go down those avenues, to be grateful for all these things that are happening that I might not be super excited about, that I see out in the world.
Oh, it's so good. What it made me feel was, I feel like, I don't know if it's the rising Gemini in me, but I definitely see like that macro level perspective of reality where I'm seeing the polarity. I feel like I'm always in the center, just looking at both sides of the polarity and really experiencing them greatly through my being. And so right now there's some really intense challenges that have been brewing and stewing and unfolding for quite a long time. And then on the other side of that, there's the most incredible love and magic and whimsical wonderfulness that has been blossoming in my life. And I tend to want to be grateful for all the good things, right? Like, yes,
Mhm.
all of this is excellent and this is amazing and wonderful and this and that and the other thing. And wanting to resist or suppress the challenges and get really in the tumultuous nature of the hard times. And what I'm recognizing is that the polarity, the contrast is really a gift. And how can I be even more grateful for the pain and even more grateful for the hard lessons and the struggle and the challenges, so that I can really bridge and harmonize those energies inside of myself to end the polarity within me so that I can end it outside of me.
Yes, 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 yes. Such a good point. So many good points there. I love this about bringing both of the polarities within you together, because this is what we're all trying to do, or would be good for us all to do at this time. This is what this Christ consciousness that is more alive in all of us right now is about, this coming together of these both aspects of ourselves. And I love what you said there. It's so easy to be grateful for the stuff that's like awesome, of course, you know, but to be grateful for those things that are harder, that are providing those opportunities for growth and learning. When we look back at our lives, we see that it's really the hardest times, the most traumatic, the most difficult, whatever it is, that's what we learn from. That's where we grew. That's where our wisdom comes from. We don't, yeah, we don't learn so much when it's all butterflies and rainbows. I mean, it's great. Sure.
That's a concept I'm really playing with, especially in relationships. I feel like the
Mm.
twin flame relationship, the challenging relationship, the one that's tumultuous and it's triggering, it's really a shadow relationship where
Mhm.
we're getting called to see the different shadow aspects of our sides and of ourselves and the challenges to really trigger a healing. And at the same time, it's like, do we need to stay in the triggering or in the shadow relationships or encounters for long periods of time? Or do we finally get to choose, like, hey, no, I actually want to be in the light. I want to play in my gifts. I want to play where it is harmonious and easy and fun and light. And I feel expansive rather than contractive. And so, again, it's really about that balance. Like, yes, taking the lessons and having the challenges and growing in that way, but not needing to stay in that dynamic and in that energy because it's also extremely draining. And so, really, yeah, navigating the balance and the dance.
Totally. Learning from the lesson and moving on. Yeah. When we learn our lessons, we don't need to be experiencing all of the difficult, tumultuous things anymore because the lesson's been learned. So we don't necessarily need it. And so, yeah, if we can get really good at learning our lessons when all this stuff comes up, then we do get to just ride this smooth, amazing wave. And it is our choice. And we are all being called to make that choice right now. That's what this time is about. And we can be so grateful that we're being pushed to make this choice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not
Mhm.
easy. Choosing can sometimes be the hardest thing, especially when it's a big life decision, because you can see both timelines of your life playing out and it's monumental, right? Do I go left or do I go right? And what would it mean if I go left? And what would it mean if I go right? And what is right for me and what is true, what's in my highest, what's not, what's the illusion, what's the shadow, what's it can be really challenging. And a
Mhm.
lot of people are being called to shift and to transition and to choose to really make very powerful reclamations of self. And it's, again, if we can anchor into gratitude, anchor into the heart, anchor into like the love and the feeling that we want, then the options become more clear because it's a vibrational match rather than trying to figure it out with your head, like writing a pros and cons list and trying to mentally construct the possible futures, but really let the heart and let the gratitude and let the feelings guide and navigate and match and create reality.
Totally. And we've been talking about this for a long time too, that this time is about going within. And going within, you realize you have all those answers. You have all the answers to those big questions in your life. You just got to get really quiet and ask yourself, and then trust whatever it is that comes because it's all in there. You have all the power within you. This is something that we're all learning right now or remembering right now, reclaiming our own sovereignty in this time as a world. It's so beautiful. And these are the secrets. This is why the secrets have been kept from us for centuries and centuries, because this power is within us. It doesn't come from outside of us. Nobody else outside of us needs to give us the answers. No psychic, no healer, nobody. We got it. There's always helpers, yes. But we got it. We got it within ourselves.
One of the biggest diminishers or blocks, I'll say, but a diminisher is something that takes away. One of the biggest human diminishers is self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And that is such a huge diminisher. It's something that I see the most in the people that I work with that are trying to build the life of their dreams or accomplish their goals or build a business or get healthy, whatever the goal is. It's that the intuition will come in and it will come in clear. It's a gut feeling. It's a knowingness in the body. And that's the truth. Then what comes in is the ego, right? And the mind trying to keep you safe and question everything and pull it apart. And that's really the illusion. And that's where that self-doubt comes in. And when you get in that spiral, that washing machine of mind versus mind, and that doubt, it can be really challenging to discern what's your truth. And that's where, again, coming back to meditation, coming back to gratitude, coming back to your body, to the subtle nuances of the way that you feel. Like, this can be such a guiding light for people to develop your intuition and regain the trust within yourself. And it can come from small little increments, just practicing, tuning in, going within, asking yourself questions, listening and feeling for the answer, and then believing in yourself and taking those steps towards coming into full alignment with who you really are.
Totally. And I think it has to come in small little increments, like we have to do that daily practice. And I've been doing this for so long, and I tell you, I still doubt that, because I'm human. And so that's okay. But it's like, how long do you let that stick around? Right. And how much do you let it affect your knowing? Yeah. And so for me, I feel like it has gradually lessened and lessened. And now I'm at this point where it's like, my higher self is just like, enough. That's enough. Like, they've just kind of had it with it. And so now it's just a real quick reminder, like, none of that, you know? So I'm saying that because, like, we talk about this and we give these points and things, and it makes it seem like, oh, we got this. Like, you and I can do this so easily all the time, or anybody else can who might talk about this. But no, we still have to go through this stuff ourselves every day too. And it's still something that we work on every day. And so, yeah, not to make it sound like it's super easy. It's just, it takes a lot of practice, and it is little by little. And it's a constant effort. I think that this is a lifetime journey. Like, there's nowhere to arrive at with this, right? It's constant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so well said. Yeah, I definitely struggle with confusion and then not knowing this, the back and forth, the, is it this, is it that, is it this, is it that, and the overthinking and overanalysis. And it definitely gets me more than I would like for it to. And when I'm in that place, it's about remembering my tools and remembering what I can do. And then asking myself, like, playing out both situations or both options and feeling into, well, what one feels better? Like, does one feel heavy or does one feel light? Is one a little darker in my visions or body? Does one give me anxiety? Is one exciting? Like, just really tuning in. And then there's no wrong choice. I can choose the path that feels heavy and dark. I will learn amazing lessons. I will grow monumentally. Or I can choose the path that feels light and that feels loving and that feels expansive, because I'm ready to play and be in bliss. And there's no wrong answer. And that's something that's really important is, the destination is the destination. Your paths, there'll be many different paths, but no matter what path you take, you're getting to the same destination, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't fail. It's just, what experience would you like to have?
Yeah. This is reminding me. So, a couple days ago, I listened to an older Dolores Cannon radio show where she was talking about her Nostradamus books. And these books are really cool. And actually, I say that I've never read them. I've only heard her speaking about them. But she basically spoke with Nostradamus through about, I think, 12 different subjects. And he asked her to read the quatrains for him, and he would interpret them and let her know what he said. Ultimately, what he was saying was, I wanted to show you all of the different probabilities and possibilities, the worst possible case scenario that could happen. Because If you knew what the worst possible case was, would you do something then to make a different choice? Because you don't understand fully the power of your minds. You have the power to choose and change anything. So that's from Nostradamus. And I think it's just really cool that we can change anything with the power of our minds. It's a choice.
It's so true. Sometimes I go down the rabbit hole of feeling like we're all just dreaming this simulation.
We are.
You're just a simulation in my mind. It's all just this simulation. Yeah. And then I think, wow, each conversation I have with these amazing people, I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah.
And then I can lose sense of reality a little bit, but it's also really empowering because it's like, okay, well, if what I'm seeing outside of me is a projection of something inside of me, what do I want to shift to see a different reality outside of me? And each time I do this work, the world shifts in really, really incredible, amazing ways. And so it's a game that you can start to play with yourself, like the game of godification. Like, what if you were God in your own reality? What would that be? And if you really believe it and you play with it, the results you get are pretty mind-blowing.
It's true. Back to Dolores Cannon, she always talked about you creating your own reality. Now, a lot of people talk about you creating your own reality, but it doesn't matter what's happening in the outside world. What's happening in your world? That is your reality. Doesn't matter what's on the news. It matters what's happening in your own world. That is your reality. And I listened to Bashar over the weekend. He did like a live web thing. And what he was saying is, no one changes the world. You don't change the world. You change you, and you then are in a different world. Doesn't that make a whole lot of sense? Because there's so many different timelines and possibilities, and wherever our vibration is, that's the timeline that we're on. So the world doesn't change. We do.
This is so good. Last week, I did a podcast with the Inner Bloom podcast with Ambrosia and Alexa, and we talked about the war on consciousness, or the war of consciousness. And I really feel like right now I am in this war of timelines in my own reality, where I have a lot of karma with a past timeline, and that timeline is really bleeding into this lifetime. And it's playing out different dynamics. And I'm being asked, do I want to perpetuate the same timeline? Or am I ready and willing and courageous enough to shift into a completely different timeline and write a whole new story of history for myself? And I feel the pull of both timelines, and like the depths of my DNA feel like they're being split. And it's a really exciting time to just to really anchor in my own beliefs of alchemy and godification and co-creation. And I'm excited at what's unfolding. It's a really interesting thing to be that observer of timelines and karma and how things are playing out.
Yeah, totally. And also back to the simulated reality bit. Like I do believe this is a dream time. The Aborigines talked about this. And that the real reality, or the oneness, or the actual love that we all came from, is that other space that we go to, like when we die or when we dream, right? And, when you think about this whole thing being a simulation, it's very interesting. It's a holographic simulation of the creator to learn everything it could possibly learn. It's so beautiful. And we have control of it because we are the creator. Because we only are this little fractal of this one. And it's so huge and so mind-blowing. It's so hard to wrap your mind around it.
For if nothingness and everythingness is the universe, well, for the universe to know itself, right? For God to know itself, which is why he created man, or why humans were the physical manifestation of consciousness. It's so that to know oneself, you need to reflect every single aspect of yourself. And so the only way to have that is to have every single permutation of possibility, right? From every single perspective.
Everything.
And the more you know yourself, the more the population grows and consciousness grows, and it's ever expanding. And so that's really the way that I like to think of it. It's just knowing myself through every single different perspective possible. And there's going to be some ugly ones, but that's it, because that's the everythingness.
Yes. Yeah. And learning to love all of those parts and be grateful for all those parts, because it is the oneness that is you, that is me, that is all of us. Yeah. That can be the challenge. Learning to love all those parts. But that's exactly what you were talking about at the beginning.
Yeah.
Integrating the dark and the light sides of ourselves, really acknowledging, understanding, accepting it, keeping what we need and letting go of the rest.
It's what the body does, right? It's digestion.
Yep.
It's everything.
Yeah.
The same energies go through every process in the universe. Take what you need and leave what you don't. And that, again, that just coming back to that balance, that homeostasis, that divine dance, and learning to listen to what feels good for you. And gratitude is definitely one of the key ways to do that.
Totally. And, the body, homeostasis, that's the main job of the body, to maintain homeostasis, to maintain its balance. And I love it when we look at things like this and we can see the macrocosm and the microcosm and how it is just mirrored in all things. So when you look at nature, see how nature does things, then we can see how, oh, I can do things that way and then go along with this. And that's probably a good way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are nature.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all of it. Yes. Every aspect, every mineral, every element, every plant, every animal. It's such a beautiful thing to think about.
Erica, you're a perfect puzzle of nature.
I'm a perfect puzzle indeed, Samantha. That is the truth. Oh, I love it. Well, I think that was a good little chat we had there today. Is there anything else you want to?
I'm going to invite all you positive heads to make a list. Go grab a piece of paper and a pen. It's more important than typing a note in your phone, because the neurology is enhanced when you write things out. So go out and write 5 things that are really beautiful and really easy to be grateful for, and then 5 really challenging things in your life that you can also be grateful for. And allow yourself to just bask in the feeling of the gratitude for both the light and the shadow.
I love that. Thank you for that exercise. Because we talk about a gratitude journal and writing down what you're grateful for, but how often do you think about writing down the things that you're grateful for that aren't so easy to be grateful for? Yeah. Or the things that maybe you're not super grateful for right now, but are trying to find the gratitude for because you know that it is serving you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. So we are going to be out of here for the day. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thanks, Erica. Thank you, all you positive heads. We love you.
Love you so. We're going to leave you with this song for the day. It's that song, Beautiful Days. Until next time, love you all.
Bye.
And if you're feeling the call to come for a week retreat style Mystic Manor immersion, remember to go now and book your time to speak with me directly about stepping into the optimistic vortex at calendly.com/talk with Brandon while there are still spots left. Otherwise, I look forward to co-creating magic with you at the Mystic Manor.
Every hour that I spend down on bending knees, screaming to the sky, saying, let me be. Now I am grateful, so grateful for every single one of my lost friends who traveled through tunnels with no light at the end. I am thankful, so thankful for every day that I awake and the sun comes up, for the woman that I love and the tea in my cup, for the kids that I'm raising that help raise me, for the man that I was and the one that I'll be. Yeah. These are some beautiful days we're living in, and I couldn't be more thrilled with the skin I'm in. I said I'm present and grateful for that I got, and the love keep me moving. Said the love keep me moving, cause there ain't no need to stop. La da 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 da. Hey, hey, hey. neglected, I was abused as a child, and still possess the strength to wear a smile. I am grateful, so grateful, for the angry young man that I used to be, and the one I become for my family. I am thankful, so thankful, for my 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 heart to build strength, 1 voice, 6 strings, and the love that it brings. 4 sister, 4 brother, 2 father, 2 mother, 1 daughter, 2 sons, 1 woman, that's love. These are some beautiful days we're living in. I couldn't be more thrilled with the skin I'm in. I said I'm present and grateful for that I got, and the love keep me moving. Said the love keep me moving, cause there ain't no need to stop. La da 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 da. Hey. Some beautiful days we're living in. I couldn't be more thrilled with the skin I'm in. I said I'm present and grateful for that I got, and the love keep me moving. Said the love keep me moving, cause there ain't no need to stop. La da 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 da. Hey. No need to stop. 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 No need to stop.